Mhm. Mm. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, and that was an exhausting day. I need to drink coffee first, too. Ah. Ugh. Oh boy. Where do I begin? Okay. Hello. This is KiethDragonflame, and I'm exhausted for today. And today's the day where I'm gonna give you my thoughts and my reaction and towards to a brand new, the Datamine stream. As you can see, okay, I have a lot of um bit of some surprises. Yeah, a bit of a surprises, but let me go ahead and mentions you what really made me sad. And I was so foolish. The first time I've ever been so foolish in my entire life. As you can see, I before I could proceed to do this my discussion, my thoughts and reaction to the for today's data mine. Another drama. Ooh. Yep, it has to do with Pokemon Masters EX. Since we're gonna do it right away. Because let me discuss here with this. Okay. As you know about this, that DNA is going to give the players the compensation gems from spending their spending gems on the Signisuit Lear triple banner alongside with new champion hop and Signisuit Aura Cynthia, if I recall correctly. However, there was when they noticed that the powerful buff, which is Signisuit Lear's 5 out of 5 grid skill, that raises the special attack up next fact by 9, was a bug. And they reverted back into one rank. This I think kind of reminds me of how Hoyo has given a compensation block a compensation resources whenever they're trying to revert Nuvolet's charge attack speed. And because of the uproar, oof. So they give them back to the 10 pre-pulls. As I noticed, when I heard that the reimbursement, what is it again? Yeah. The reimbursement gems that you be giving to players. And whoa, I've heard that before. That they're gonna give them compensation reimbursement gems. That's kind of cool. It did happen to a lot of players though, and I try to do it myself if that is true. When I try to find out, when I try to look it out to try it out myself, and so I spend all of my gems back then on Signature Lear. Yeah, the triple Master Fair banner with Signature Lear on it. And boy, oh boy, they do have a promise that they did that every player had their compensation, their reimbursement gems back. And I noticed, wait, they have one? And why I didn't have one? And this is what happens. I didn't notice until this notification was released. Which means, yeah, you're not gonna, if you spend your gems before the message, this notification was before the notification was being released about the 9, the bug from Signature Lear. It only occurs to those kind of players. What about the after one? After the notification was released? Nada. Which is... I am so damn foolish. I'm such a fool. Trying to test it out if that is true. It happens to some players who spend their gems for the said banner. Right before Arc Suit Blue, I think, was revealed. That was it devastated me. Like, yeah. And I said to myself, next time, I think I should improve my attention span and comprehension skills when it comes to notification. This is definitely a big lesson that you should not do it to yourself. Always remember that curiosity killed the cat is real. Without reading the room. If I only know how to ask some questions about if we will be able to get those compensation gems after the notification. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. I mean, it's not affected to it. Only the players who spend their gems on the banner before the notification was released. Yeah. I'll try to read the room next time. Anyway. Let's go. Let's go discuss some. Anyway, I've already um mentioned out my frustrations. Well, let's go proceed. Whereas the actual scope in the actual focus in of the video, the February 2026 data mine. Okay, let's go ahead and to see what are my thoughts about these. But first, let's go with absolutely X account, or let's call him Twitter. Yeah, you already see all of these, and I mean, everyone already knows this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for Pokemon's 30th anniversary, our Palatine units are the two that can Riz. Yeah, as you know that most Palatine events, it's all about food. Now you got Dawn and Serena making, if I recall, maybe Poppins or Pokepops. And then you've got B and Marnie doing baking with the theme goes smiles. Yeah, B's event was my favorite because her smile is so mesmerizing, even though she kind of feel embarrassed about it. And then we also, if I can recall it correctly, we happen to have, what is it again? Yeah, a bake-off with, I don't know if it's a bake-off. I forgot. Well, to be fair, I don't pull for Palatine units especially when it's almost the patch up celebrating Pokemon's anniversary, though. And oh yeah, the one with Elisa and Mallow. Then we also proceed with Candice and Victor. Yeah, making some soup. And now let me know what are the Palatine units that I forgot. Because of course, like myself, I don't pull for Palatine units. Unless it's the one that is kind of that'll make me interested. But I gotta say, these units seems interesting. But do you know that something, the theme about this? Oh, in the 30th anniversary, they're gonna Riz. Hang on. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna have a Riz off. Of which between the two have the bigger Riz. Sorry about that. Wow, this Palatine event is a Riz fest. And yeah. And by the way, while I was working, I was trying to update and doing my dailies in Pokemon Masters. At first, after I updated my game, it crashes all the time. So, and I was worried, how am I supposed to play Pokemon Masters now? It's my only form of procrastination if I have nothing to do. In the afternoon. And then, as you can see, I turn off my phone, and then it went back to normal. Oh, by the way, let me change the music, okay? Let me change the music. Let me change the music. Oh boy. Oh boy. What I gonna say? Okay. However, let me tell you that um I don't think Adam and Rika were not the only were the true bait units from the anniversary guarding the anniversary units this patch. I'll tell you something. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you your Arc Suit Sync pair guarding the 6.5 anniversary unit that will celebrate Pokemon's 30th anniversary. And it's gonna be filled with nostalgia! Makes sense for Onyx! Well then. Let me here's my reaction. 3, 2, 1. However, it looks thematically good. Mystic seems basic, but Brock is very unique. Have you noticed something? Yeah, that's right. Brock has gone shirtless in an Arc suit. Because DNA realized, like, wait, he's gonna rip off his shirt again. So why not let him go shirtless now? Oh boy, Brock is guarding with his awesome pecs. He's guarding the anniversary unit. I just wish. Well, I'm kind of glad. I'm okay with Missy and Brock representing rock and water. I expected that. Yeah. Arc Suit Misty would happen. If only Blue represents the water type if he dons an Arc Suit, because, you know, Blastoise is his ace Pokemon, his signature Pokemon. But I find Suit Blue fun to play with Arcsuit Ethan. That's really not. Despite we know that the Arcsuit pairs are just pain in the butt. People would prefer Master Sync pairs. And look at him. Arcsuit Brock. What? No. He's the only... I think he's the Brock that remains his aura. What about Brock Lesnar? Yeah, he lost his aura when he slides. Get botched. And okay, Grimsley. Arcsuit Misty. She's fine. And of course, Palantine Adaman if you want Sylveon. And Palantine Rika. Oh boy. Fangirls are gonna get thirsty with these two. Hiya. Something new, yeah, we know. Wait a second. What is this? Never mind. I have issues with these. Man, oh man! Are we getting these again? I guess. I was hoping to get one copy of Carmine from the multi-stick out ticket. Like, so bad, man. I skip her because I favor Kieran. Of course! Of course I favor Kieran. Why shouldn't I? KiethDragonflame has gained the W. Why I gained the W? Is it because I like Grimsley? No. It's because I can finally get one gem for doing some large convo with the sync pairs of the trainers composed of a sync pair that I have. Of course! What? Should I celebrate the ones who get the large treatment? Especially it's that said unit that I don't have? Of course not! And yeah, that's Misty's battle theme, Brock's battle theme. They're different. It seems Stadium Paldea is here. Gym battle, we're gonna have gyms, but I think I don't like it. However, we're getting Paldea Stadium. Galar got shafted because we know there's no Galar League. Except it's all about the tournament that all gym leaders are also fighting against in the tournament to fight against Leon. Yeah, Paldea doesn't. No, wait. No, yeah, Galar doesn't have an Elite Four. I think Paldea, at least Paldea has one. Now, Blueberry Academy Elite Four should start right sooner. Who's gonna be the champion? Of course, My boy Kieran. And I thought, oh my gosh. Oh, it's just... Oh, great. Legendary Gauntlet. I must prepare every electric, this one psychic, and this one ground or anything. This one I fear like, oh my gosh, are we gonna have are we going to have two? Are we gonna have a single arc suit pair with two sync pairs? That's kind of BS. I don't know about this one. This I am kind of sure. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of sure with this one you can get for free. I don't know. There's no free stuff except, yeah, that freaking clavel or something. Oh yeah. And you're the confirmation. It's a no-brainer that Arc Suit sync pairs are multi-sync pairs. Their special role varies depending on their EX role. Or should I say their... What should I say it again? Ah yes! Their sync move effect. So, Arc Suit Brock is gonna be a rock type DPS. Thanks to his strike EX role, physical, and if you miss any very strong rock types, and if you don't have New Champion Silver or Aerodactyl or a better rock type, especially Perrin, you can try to snag Arc Suit Brock. I hope you have 45.6k gems. Same thing for Arc Suit Misty, which is she's also a water type DPS. Thanks to her being a special striker. And we know that Arc Suit sync pairs sync move effect is lowering type rebuffs. One time! Yay! My favorite effect! I'm being sarcastic though. Okay, we got Palatine Adaman, a physical strike sync pair with that sets up Fairy Zone, thanks to his EX role field. Rika is a special strike sync pair, ground type, and sets up Ground Zone. That's surprising. As much as I could say Rika is tempting, especially the ground typing, because I don't know. Cygnus Suit Perrin when? I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Cheat! What are you hoping for, Cygnus Suit Perrin? Two words, one Pokemon. Blood Moon Ursaluna. Yeah, I think that's the only Ursaluna unit that I'm gonna pull for. Yeah, Lucky Cookie, whatever this is. Oh, oops, spoiled. These items I've heard that you can only get them from this new bundle, I guess. According to someone who mentioned it. Which kinda... Why? Oh. Shout out to Ayed. Double anniversary. So it's gonna start at February 17th, which is kinda good. And then you'll find out who's gonna be the sync pair that's gonna be joining our ranks. Who's gonna join in my rank? Gym battles, tickets, something. Yeah, Art Knights Infield. No plan to play that game. Unfortunately, despite it's really interesting. I just want to limit. Of course, Paldea Stadium! I'm always going to be hearing Rika and Larry's theme. Because I got them. I can't get Castle, man. Castle's my favorite Elite Four member. I can't pull for him. Yeah, this one, the Master's Pass. And these are the landscape when getting Arc Suit Brock, when getting Arc Suit Misty, yeah, WWE, who cares about that? When especially John Cena is retired. I need to mention about it. Ooh! Hey, ride on me, ride on stuff. Brock has gone shirtless. Anyway. Let me change the... Let me go ahead and change the... the song and the music, background music from hmm. Want the extended version? Come on. Oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and discuss. Okay, let's go ahead. What I think is gonna happen, and first things first, the sync pairs kit. Let's start first with Palantine Adaman. A fairy type DPS that can set up Fairy Zone. One time with a special extension, I guess. The strike, fairy type strike, physical strike sync pair that can set up a special extended Fairy Zone for one time only as an EX rolls EX effect. And also has an AoE, of course. So, move number 1. He has Giga Impact. Yeah, like every Giga Impact that is fairy type. We get it. I don't know, just like New Year Alicia with Galarian Rapidash that is shiny. I don't know, of course, new champion Hilda, the one that I got, that instead of the normal Psyblade, DNA gave it Psychic Shift Giga Impact. Like, really? Psychic Shift Giga Impact? You can't let it use Psyblade, and it's in Psyblade is a sync move part and a body move. I'm lost for words, man. Anyway, we got the Lumberry, and yeah, just like Adaman's suit, he has a baby blue play rough. That's his body move. Its activation condition is when the user uses any move once. Yeah, every time it uses Giga Impact, and then it will deactivate. When Giga Impact misses, it'll activate. When this move is used. And the good thing is, it's powerful. It's very powerful for single target. I think it's single target, I don't know. Yeah, all opponents. 250, that's very strong. And always gonna hit. It hits all opponents. It costs 2 move gauges. It's infinite use thanks to its condition. It will, after you use Giga Impact, use it again. After using it deactivates, use Giga Impact again. And then it activates. Use it again. Guarantee hit. It has a 10% chance of lowering target's attack by 1 set rank. I mean, why put that one? The power and chance of applying additional effects of this move are not lowered even if there are multiple targets. Extend range. If the remaining MP for the user's Lumberry is 1 or more when attacking with this move, reduces those MP by 1 and grants all of the following effects. Increases the user's physical moves up next effect by 2 ranks. Applies Sinnoh Circle. Physical to the ally field of play. Sinnoh Circle grants all of the following effects. Powers up physical attack moves and physical moves of all allied sync pairs by 10%. Reduces physical attack moves and physical sync move damage by all allied sync pairs by 5%. The more sync pairs with a Sinnoh theme that are on the allied field of play, the higher these percentages are. So, yeah. The circles are basically circle fields. They're definitely temporary master sync pair passive skills. And then he has a trainer move, Hurry Up! Hurry it up! Where you can only use 1 time for buffs. Yeah, after you use it for trainer move, and then use the buddy move. Oh boy. Yeah, if it's not an important one, you have to balance the maximize stats by just 4 instead of maximize to 6. Nothing special about the sync move anyway. Let's discuss about his passives. Change it up. So, once it enters the battle, sync move countdown by 1. It then turns the field of play zone into a fairy zone when it enters the battle. Okay, that's good. And then normal type moves become fairy type moves, which is a no-brainer. And then we got extra large tanks. The physical move break effect. Whenever it used, you get impact, and it's only used for one time. And then all of the following effects when their user is attacking. Now this is interesting as heck. And passive number 3 is attack and defense -2 down to 9 when hit. Lowers the target's attack and defense by 2 stat ranks when the user's attack against it is successful. So he's basically technically a better Suit Nemona. Well, the thing is, Suit Nemona is sun-based. Is a fairy type physical striker, focuses on sun teams. Palatine Adamant is very similar to Suit Nemona, except on Fairy Zone. And he even has a piercing blows effect. Yeah, the mold breaker in it. Like gosh, a shiny Sylveon that the power crept a freaking gigantic Screamtail. That's very low. But oh, okay, that's very strong. Very, very strong. 200. My problem is, why insist of raising the offensive stat that is not gonna be used anyway? It's always like this. It's not really that important, to be honest. Next, we got, I'm gonna say, this is the bait unit that is guarding, which is shirtless on PAX, crossing his arms, and acting like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings saying, "You shall not pass!" Okay, he's a DPS. He's a rock-type striker. A physical rock-type strike sync pair. Well, he's a multi-sync pair since he's in Arc Suit sync pair. But due to his EX role of strike, of course you can raise him up with strike-related power-ups, except strike candies. Because Arc Suit sync pairs can only accept yellow candies. And we know, yeah, one of the biggest, my only problems with Arc Suit sync pairs, there are two. The scout point requirement and the only restrictive use of candy is the yellow candies instead of the other candies that is based on its EX role. If you don't have any strong physical rock type DPS, such as New Champion Silver or Blue or Classic Blue or Emmet. I mean, who used Emmet in Blue anyway? If you got New Champion Silver or Perrin, you can go for Arc Suit Brock. So he's gonna start on February 19. That's his banner will start. So I'm surprised that we might have an Arc Suit pair individually, which is fine and better. Anyway, let's discuss about its moveset. Well, most Arc Suit Sync pairs have all of their body moves has the word Almighty, Sacred, or Godlike. Yeah, Almighty and Sacred were the only adjective words that you can see through an Arc Suit Sync pair's body move. For Brock's case, Almighty Rock Slide. So this will activate when Onyx's attack stat has been raised. And this move will not deactivate. Okay, let me show you. Sorry about that, I am being fanboying about Kieran. Never mind. Well, it's kind of similar to Arc Suit Blue, where you have a maximized important stat, most proficient stat. It will activate right away when entering the battle, or when it's raised, and it's no longer going to be deactivated, which I like. That's where this is my favorite condition of every. This is my favorite deactivation condition of every sync pairs that have a body move like this. Especially, you can use it many times as you want. Man, the Neo Champion Can trio could never, because their body moves are reliant to type rebuffs. Like, why? And of course, this is the Rock Slide that will never miss, a la Legend Z Ace Stone Edge. It lowers the defense by 2 stat ranks, and it has a 30% chance of making the target flinch, and it has an extend range effect. And what's interesting, it can raise Onyx's defense stat by 2. And he has Potion. If you can see his pecs doing the rock solid potion and get off. Yeah. And then he's got Almighty Stone Edge. It's strong, makes sense, and only used once time. Oof. The most interesting thing about it is when his defense stat is raised, and it will deactivate when its defense it's not raised. It will never miss. And its perma It's permacrit. Oops, sorry. And this is the most interesting thing. The more the user's defense is raised, the greater the power of this attack. So imagine when Onyx using Almighty Rock Slide 3 times, and then its defense has been stacked, and then use this move. It becomes more powerful. And especially when its defense is raised, it more reduces sync move countdown. It will reduce the sync move countdown by 3 maximum. And of course, it can raise 3 times. It raises its physical moves up next effect 3 times. But the caveat is, after you use it, Onyx can kiss his defense buffs goodbye. He's gonna do it again with Almighty Rock Slide, Almighty Rock Slide. Then we got the Rock Hard Bond, which you can reduce the user's sync move countdown by 1, applies the free move next effect to the user, increase the user's physical move of next effect by 2, and increases the user's sync move up next effect by 4. And what do you know? Almighty Rock Slide causes 2 move gauges. You can spam it all you want. However, I kind of dig it with this one. And of course, we got Unbreakable Loyalty Divine Rock Slide. Unlike most, I think most, never mind. Unlike physical and field, and of course support sync pairs, Arc Suit sync pairs, the multi ones, this has a similar between the sprint and tech sync pairs. They have a special effect on their sync move. Every Arc Suit sync pair should have a special effect. Why Arc Suit Ethan doesn't have one? And the only closest thing is he's got an extend range one. Expand sync. At least mention expand sync in the description on its sync move. Like, why you do the Arc Suit Ethan like that? So I think just like Arc Suit Cynthia, Arc Suit Brock's physical moves up next effect will be raised by 2. Since he's an Arc Suit sync pair, yeah, they have 2 passive skills. The Type Myth and the Type Judgment. Type Myth is like a Master sync pair passive skill, except focuses more on types. And the Type Judgment focuses on, of course, my favorite, Type Rebuffs! I'm being sarcastic. Now let's discuss for his... No! He got 10,000 light years too early. When entering the field, raises the attack stat by 6, and applies the enduring effect. And of course, perma-hit. I mean, no. Permacrit. And Arc Suit Brock has rock solid will and bonds. This potion His potion will be reduced by 1 when Onyx's HP drops to half or below 50% of its HP maximum, and it raises physical move up next effect by 2. That's very strong. And of course, yay! One-time Rock Zone. First S-move Rock Zone. How about we'll nickname it Mountain Crust, or whatever name was. Anyway, something's wrong with my voice. I need to drink some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay, so this is his stats when it's 200. Well. Okay, let's go for Palantine Rika and Quagsire. A shiny one. Well, a very reliable special strike sync pair. A ground type, and that can set up Round Zone. I'm still waiting for the... I'm still waiting for Signisuit pairing. And that Ursaluna, man. If that happens, if not, oh well. Anyway, now let's go discuss about Rika. Her only damaging move is her body move, Precipitous Clips Earth Power. This move will activate when its special attack stat is raised, and will deactivate when it's not. Like oof. It's always gonna hit, it lowers your special defense by 2 stat ranks, increase your special moves up next effect by 1 to 4 at random. Very fun, I guess. In addition, it increases the user's special move up next effect by 1 rank when the target is poisoned or badly poisoned. And it costs 2 move gauges, and it hit all opponents, which is good. And yeah, Protect, Frederica, Toxic. Oh no. Toxic! 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 Oof. And yeah, I know I'm pretty. Yes, you're pretty. Pretty cool. And this one that can turn the field of play into a ground zone, granting the gradual healing effect. And yes, special move up next effect. Rock your world, ground beam. Who cares about that? It's fine, I guess. If you want to nuke. And this one is interesting. Special attack up 4 and crit rate 3. Fine if nothing creative. Fine, I can understand for that. And yeah, whenever Quagsire just poisons the opponent with using Toxic, it'll set a ground zone. And what do you know? The ground zone will be extended. And it has viral. Go viral 9, I guess. Ooh, it's very strong too. And another sync pair. Arc Suit Misty. Multi-sync pair. The very first water type Arc Suit sync pair in the game. Well, same for Brock, but he's the very first rock type Arc Suit sync pair. Can hit water types? I mean, it's a water type. Now let's go discuss her move set. Almighty Bubble Beam. When special attack is raised, it will no longer It will be no longer deactivated. It never miss, and it lowers the target's special defense and speed by 2 set ranks. Whoa! That's very interesting. If you ask me. She can melt special defense and speed by 2. Not only that she melts the special defense of the opposing sync pair, but also slow it down. Plus it costs 2 move gauges. Which is, I think, a plus. And she has Kanto Analysis, where she can grant a Kanto Spirit Field, Kanto Circle, that has the same effect as Kanto Spirit. And she has Almighty Hydro Pump. It hits all opponents. It costs 2 move gauge too. And it has a max uses of 1. And yes, this move cannot be deactivated. When you use any move once, it never hits and leaves the target confused. And the power of this move is not lowered even if there are multiple targets. That is very powerful. And endure an attack. And applies the damage guard next effect to the user. Increase the user's sync move up next effect by 5 ranks. And applies enduring effect to the user. And she has the sync move, Piercing Droplets Divine Bubble Beam. They can increase the user's special moves up next effect by 2 ranks. And yes, we're not gonna discuss about the the passive skills of every Arc Suit Sync pair. Let's proceed with number 3. My policy for battle is... Okay, it grants all of the following effects the first time the user enters the battle each battle, and applies the Kanto Circle to the ally field of play. It raises the user's special attack stat by 6 ranks, and it raises the user's critical hit rate by 3 stat ranks. Arc Suit Misty's kind of is really amazing. Especially that it has two move gauge costs. Passive number 4, an all-out offensive. Reduces the user's sync move countdown by 1 when it applies Kanto Circles. Special to the ally field of play. Increases the user's special move on next effect by 1 rank when it applies Kanto Special to the ally field of play. So, when this one activates, this will also activate. When it sets up Kanto Circle, it's gonna also activate. And we got passive number 5, my sweet Pokemon are ready. It restores 1 MP of the user's body move after your team sync pair uses their sync move. It reduces the MP for the user's Kanto analysis by 1 and grants all of the following effects after your team sync pair uses their sync move. Applies Kanto Circle. Field of play. It raises the special moves up next effect if all allied sync pairs by 2. Alright. In terms of DPS prowess, she has a very high competition against Neo Champion Mei, who's also an excellent DPS sync water type sync pair. And it also provides EX Rain. One thing that Arc Suit Misty has the upper edge over Neo Champion Mei is move gauge management. I guess. That's what I think. Because most of Arc Suit Misty's moves cost 2 move gauges. Neo Champion Mei also has a passive skill deck that can grant you a special effect on move gauge, but only on rain. And you're gonna need a lot of, but the good thing is for Neo Champion Mei, you can give her field candies, unlike Arc Suit Misty that you need yellow candies, and yellow candies are very scarce. Are very scarce. As much as I do like Arc Suit Misty, I think, for me, I can see that potential on her. A somewhat very interesting, decent DPS play, especially melting the defenses by 2 and slowing down with Almighty Bubble Beam and the almighty Hydro Pump. And whenever your sync pair uses Rain Color or not, almighty Hydro Pump will always gonna be restoring MP. 1 MP. Indefinite times. As long as you use a sync move. very decent. However, I'm happy with my new champion May. She's my most reliable water type sync pair in the game. So I'm thinking for the priority. However, if you don't have new champion May, and if you want a very decent, very powerful water type DPS, you can get Arc Suit Misty. And yeah, if you can get Grimsley, if you want to do this. So he's like Skyla? Lodge Grimsley is like Skyla? Wow. I don't know if it's lame or not. At least whenever you fly, you can't miss. Let's change the music. So, what I think about the sync pairs in this month, we're almost for the anniversary. Especially Pokemon's 30th anniversary. Arc Suit, Misty, and Brock are guarding the Pokemon's 30th anniversary unit. So who do I think is the heat of advice? I think it's gonna be a big tie between Palantine Rika if you want the special strike sync pair, or Arc Suit Brock if you want to strengthen up your rock type teams. But the thing is, overall, I think I gotta say it's a safe skip for these units. First things first, as much as I want to have Palantine Rika on my team, I think I would believe that one day we might get a sync pair, a special ground type strike sync pair. Especially Ursaluna, Blood Moon Ursaluna, would debut in Pokemon Masters. For now, due to his reputation in donning an Arc Suit, I think Arc Suit Brock would be the most priority. In my opinion, that is. For the new sync pairs. But proceed with caution. Prepare 45.6k gems if you want Arc Suit Brock or Arc Suit Misty. But it's preferable that you're going to skip this patch for the anniversary. Especially, we could have an EX Master Sync pair guarding. Neo Champion! Neo Champion! Neo Champion! What if, instead of Sinnoh, we might get Paldean Neo Champion? Ooh, now this is getting interesting. Anyway, now let's go discuss about... You know what? Let's discuss in Pokemon Bri. Okay, Rika. Here are her grid skills. She got Sand Shelter, Dauntless for the Ugh. Dauntless for protecting her special attack stat, which is need so that you don't want its body move to be deactivated. Quick Cure for the interference removal. Triage Tank 9 if you wanted to use it as a tanker, but really, why not Fist Bump 9? Team Fist Bump 9! Got Catalyst for make it your move gauge acceleration. Natural Remedy for status condition. And then hit poison opponent special boost. Up 1-9 against poison opponents. And what do you know? Grand Entry 2. Whoa! She has Impervious, Ground Zone setup. Not gonna lie, Palantine Rika really has an interesting kit. A great skill. So if I'm gonna be pulling for her, this would be my ideal gosh. Bro. Now I know. So this is a... So no. Yeah, this one is a no-brainer. This is how I build Palantine Rika. Man! She's also a beat unit as well. Okay. Now let's go discuss about Arcsuit, Brock, and Onyx. Forget about this. Okay, Arcsuit Brock has... And yeah, just so you know, these tiles will be restricted if you're only for 1 out of 5. It's a no-brainer that 1 out of 5 grids is limited. This is what I think would be, and this is gonna be if you're gonna be maintaining 1 out of 5. But how about if we're going to 3 out of 5? But first, Arcsuit Brock has Sand Shelter, Headstrong, and then it got Overwhelm 9 that can lower the attack stat. Lytic Acceleration for when it's gonna be moving fast in Rock Zone, especially paired with Gloria and Perrin. Yeah, Anniversary Gloria and Perrin, I should say. Sync Regan for getting gradual healing effect for sustain. Rejuvenate 6 for move gauge recharge. Sharpened body when reached at 3 out of 5. Aggravation 1 for the body move. For the rock slide, Almighty Rock Slide. Team Sync move physical boost by 2-9 every time when you use the body move. Not only that, all the entire team will receive physical moves up next effect by 2. Rocks will increase his by 4 instead. Yes, Haymaker with that powerful picks. And yeah, Sentry Entry 6 for and the Towering Force. Ooh. A very promising DPS unit as well. And of course, the only moves that you can unlock it from 4 out of 5 and 5 out of 5. The one that restores the body move, and the one that have an extension for Rock Zone. Unless if you're gonna pair him with Gloria. And Perrin. I don't have Perrin, unfortunately. This is really hard. Yeah, this is what I think my build for 3 out of 5 Arc Suit Brock. Here you go. If reached to 3 out of 5. But most of us, and since you're an F2P player, who rather use the other the 4 move candies, the 4 yellow candies, to this sync pair of my choice, to the Arc Suit sync pair of my choice, to elevate it, I'll use 1 out of 5. Man, it's basically restrictions. Next, Arc Suit Misty. Okay, she has Dauntless, Quick Cure, of course, Curative Confusion, a Natural Remedy, Sync Regen, hit Sync Move Boost by 1-9, Circle Attack Move DR Not 2, Circle HP Recovery 3, Battle Buff. So I've just realized that Arc Suit Misty can confuse the opponents. Okay, I see what you did here. In 3 out of 5, Kanto Circle Extension, Facial Extension 5. And she can lower the stats against confused opponents. Brain Power, Soften Up 1. And yeah, here's her 4 out of 5 and 5 out of 5. Rain and Extension 3. My ears are so itchy. And yes, she can be good paired with new champion May. Especially it will make it her body Arc Suit Misty's body move will be becoming powerful as well. Man, new champion May is just getting a lot of teammates. More. And we got 5 out of 5 Tomboyish Mermaid's True Power. Reduces the user's sync move counter by 3 the first time the remaining 8 MP for its Kanto analysis is 0 each battle. Restores 1 MP for the user's Kanto analysis the first time the remaining MP for that move is 0 each battle. So it's decent. And you got the additional moves from others. Staggering 9 that can flinch. And the move gauge management. And yeah, Hilbert's got the extension. Oh. And now let's discuss their banners. Alright. We're done with their hits. Okay, right after looking at the grid skills, yeah, it's like Palatine Rika is a very high potential for your ground team. For your ground teams, especially paired with Arc Suit Cynthia. And she can gain benefits from the Paseo Towers. Especially if you don't have Variety N yet. Alright. I said alright all the time. But before that, let's see about the quests. So Arc Celebration and Battle Event. And here are the singers that you're gonna need. Whoa! You gotta need Brass using Zoodoo Woodoo as well. Nessa and Dreadnought. Blue and Pidgeot. Red and Snorlax. Leaf and Eevee. I think I will go with this team when needing to get those rewards. Max out to 10. Unless if you have both Arc Suit Misty and Arc Suit Brock. That is. But we're gonna be looking at this battle. Not the battle challenges. Challenge those who blessed by a deity. The most difficult a wit of test and skill if you're worthy to get those gems, the 300, the 200, or 300, whatever that is. And yes, I knew it's going to be grass. To beat Arc Suit Misty, you gotta need a grassy terrain and a physical attacker. This is gonna be hard. Man, that's one big mosquito. And do you know who else is gonna be paired with? Arc Suit Brock. Oh boy, this is gonna be one big nasty of a fight. And I'm not gonna be using Gloria for this, man. This is gonna be way, way too difficult. Especially as someone who doesn't have... I don't have Carmine, and my Arzu is 1 out of 5. This is gonna be very, very difficult. And never imagine using anniversary glory is gonna be a bit punishing, to be honest. Especially when you talk about Arc Suit Brock, man. This is gonna be brutal. Those countdown is good. I bid you good luck with this one. You're gonna need it. Let me check on the story a bit, man. Man, if you don't have Palatine units, you're gonna have a big hard time to do this event. Good old Rika. Good old Rika, I can clear this. Because I already got Rika. Now for... Tiny Courage. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that Marley and Erica exist. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is what happens that I forgot about Palatine units, man. Now for the missions. Oh, I'm cooked when it comes to Palantine stuff. Complete battle challenge round 2. I'm gonna be using a rock and water type. Obviously, the the trainers, new champion May and anniversary Gloria, and then mission 3 is I'm gonna be using. Yeah, maybe let's try red and blue. Anniversary red and arc suit blue. That would be interesting. This one is going to be the biggest hard time for me to clear. Battle Rally, I can do that later. Oh yeah. Battle missions. Complete a Super Series Giovanni with... Oh, come on! Do I have to do this? Against Giovanni, man? Yeah, I gotta use red and blue all the time. With the help of Gloria. "18 types. And yeah, the gym battle. I'll let you see it for yourself. No, not that. Well, most of the gym members are inactive. Only 18 to 20. Only 18. Battle against all 8 trainers to proceed to the next circuit. Like when they get stronger. Oh boy. It's a hassle. I think getting a lot of gems is gonna be not that good. And yes, Paldea Brown Fairy. I'll figure that out. Costa Rica. Of course, use Rika. Tiny Big Courage, thanks. Kanto Sinnoh. Rest type. Okay. Ooh. What do I think about this? I gotta say that this February patch is gonna be harder than I thought to grind for gems, man. Especially on when battling against Arc Suit Misty and Arc Suit Brock. Me who has lack of very strong grass type units. And yeah, I don't have Carmine. Which is boo hoo. Well, at least I got Kieran, which is he's basically my number one priority to be frankly honest. Anyway, let me go ahead and try to cast my phone to. Okay, we need to look up. Just hang on a second. Let me open up my game. And oh boy, my Pokemon Masters game is gonna be it. Laggy! Lagging.
Pokemon Masters EX.
Let me reveal to you. I'm giving you a big surprise, man. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, my very first limited 5-star sync pair from the Happy Scout is right here. Whoa. That's so nice to hear. Oh, by the way, Clavel! Okay, you don't believe me? Hold on a second. Let me show you on the images so that you would believe me. Here. This is from the Happy Scout. This is from the Happy Scout. Okay, do you believe me now? Man, would you believe me now? Let's finish the. Would you believe now? Please, that you do believe that I got Clavel and Quackquavel through the Happy Scout. And I'm not lying. This is no cap. I got him from the Happy Scout. For the very first time I've ever got a limited 5-star from a Happy Scout. Oh boy! That was so good! Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up and here for today. Because I'm going to get some sleep now. thank you for tuning in. And have a good night rest. This is KiethDragonflame. Yeah, I'll be see you guys. Wait a second. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have an announcement. Oh yeah, the banners! I forgot to talk about Arc Suit, Missy and Brock's banners! Nice going, Keith, bragging about his clavel. Where is it? Oh yeah. The Palatine units are gonna be on the 30th of January. So... I knew it! Last but not least... Arc Suit Missy is going to be first on Lunar New Year. And do you know what happens also on Lunar New Year? That's right. I might be going to be pulling for... trying my best to pull for Zibai in Genshin. And yes, Misty and Brock are guarding the anniversary unit of Pokemon's 30th anniversary in Pokemon Masters EX. Well then, gonna wrap this up for today. And I'm gonna be getting some rest and gonna be playing Pokemon Masters. This is KiethDragonflame, and hasta la vista!